The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, several key government agencies joining forces to address safety issues at a major tourist center here on Grand Bahama. The safety campaign was launched today at a press conference at the police headquarters. Sabrina Brown has our top story.
The new Memories Blue Diamond Resort is expected to receive over 700 guests this coming weekend. The neighboring Grand Lucayan Resort is also said to be experiencing a high occupancy level. As Grand Bahama witnesses a turnaround in the country's #1 industry, the island's only entertainment center, Port Lucaya, is expected to see an increase in activity. General Manager at the Ministry of Tourism, Betty Bethel, and Chairman of the Grand Bahama Island Tourism Board, Russell Miller, say their aim is to ensure the safety of visitors and residents alike.
In our feedback from our surveys from the departing guests who have come already from Canada, one of the things that they enjoy most about this destination is the feeling of safety. We want to appeal to the parents of underage kids, of minors, that they should be attended at all times. We would like to discourage minors being left at the marketplace.
We're not saying that we don't want the individuals to continue to come out and support the area. We simply want some supervision and assistance with this.
Marketing coordinator at the Port Lucaya Marketplace, Karen Ferguson Bain, says a major challenge is trying to ensure that alcoholic beverages are not sold to underage children.
They're getting persons to go inside those establishments and purchasing alcoholic beverages for them. It's a problem for our security detail because now you have security officers who have to literally go into each and every one of these bars and ensure that minors are not inside, to ensure that minors are not wandering freely out to the mega yachts that are in the marina, because you don't want them out there disturbing someone's peace once they're trying to enjoy their vacations.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Emric Seymour is advising parents not to leave their children unattended while at Port Lucaya, or they could find themselves liable. He's also sending a stern warning to businesses with liquor licenses in that entertainment center.
We want to send a warning and a message out to those operators of those liquor license premises not to have or invite young people, underage people in those premises. Further, not to sell them alcoholic beverages, because they run the risk, if they do, they run the risk of losing their license and, of course, eventually their establishment being closed down. We've significantly enhanced our police resources in the Port Lucaya area, particularly on Friday and Saturday nights.
President of the Grand Bahama Christian Council, Reverend Keith Meadows, and Deputy Director of Education, Sandra Etchcombe, are also weighing in on this issue.
We feel that the time has come, perhaps, where we need to put a curfew. At a certain time, kids underage should not be allowed to be walking around in Port Lucaya. But as a pastor, I want to say that the Bible said we ought to train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he shall not depart. And so, parents, we have a responsibility.
Grand Bahama, we cannot forget the 4 missing boys and leaving our children unattended. We don't want such an incident to occur again.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, the co-chair of the country's urban renewal program giving a pep talk to a group of young men, the talk centering around positive behavior and becoming productive citizens. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
You got to stand up, man. We're looking for a few good men.
The images have become commonplace. Young men handcuffed and shackled, many of whom oftentimes have become victims of poor choices. It is at-risk youth, some of whom are in crisis, that the former Minister of National Security, now co-chairperson of the Urban Renewal 2.0 program, Cynthia Mother Pratt, attempted to reach as the Urban Renewal team visited Genesis Academy.
You're here. You're not here by choice. You're here because they sent you. Because of some things you're not doing, and I know you can do better. I know you are somebody. I know that you could rise above this
She admonished the youngsters to use the intervention program as a stepping stone to a better future.
There is a young man, Mark Thompson, I'll call his name. Mark Thompson was a student at C.C. Reading School. And each year I took 2 groups of students on scholarships to North Carolina. Mark was a bright boy, but he was poor. And he used to get into little mischiefs. And I said, Mark, you could do better than this. That's not what you want for your life, man. Mark wanted to go to college. I was through speaking with them. And I said to Mark, you cannot go because you don't have any clothes. Mark knew when I was leaving. And I got to the airport. Who do you think I met there? Mark. I said, Mark, what did I tell you? He said, Brother Pratt, you can't leave me. I said, Lord, what is this today? I said, anyway, I'm going to take you. I'll take you. I said, what I'm going to do. My 2 sons were going, and I said, I'm going to put you in a room with them. And when I send money for them, I said, I'll help you out with food and with clothes. Mark never returned home. But today, he graduated from college, and Mark is a CEO of a major company in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Deputy Director of Urban Renewal Michelle Rackley noted that the country is losing too many young men to prison. She pleaded with the young boys to support the vision of Ricardo Major.
I have a thing for young men because it hurts my heart. When I travel to Bahamas Air and I have to look in the back of that plane and see our young man handcuffed going to prison. That is happening too often. And if we had some more, Mr. Major, those young men would be where they ought to be and take their rightful role in this Bahamas.
The heart-to-heart session ended with a special prayer as persons petitioned God to protect and direct the lives of the young men. Joan Davis-Rowe, Southern Network News.
Switching gears now, this Valentine's weekend, the Grand Bahama International Airport's fixed-base operation will welcome several private charter flights from the Bahamas Flying Ambassadors program out of Florida. Flights are nothing new for the island of Grand Bahama, and the Ministry of Tourism is involved in an aggressive campaign to appeal to this multi-billion-dollar general aviation and private aircraft market. Tourism officials say the Bahamas is making every effort to capture its share of the lucrative market. The islands of the Bahamas, in particular Grand Bahama, with its close proximity to the Florida market, as well as the ease of aviation with radar coverage from Florida to the Bahamas, along with hassle-free customs and immigration procedures, makes Grand Bahama the perfect destination for fly-ins. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Tonight we continue our on-campus series where we give a high school student the opportunity to experience life as a reporter for a day. We will feature Vashti Charlton, a senior student of 8 Mile Rock High School. Her topic, the country's biggest selling point, the service industry.
Tourism is our country's #1 industry, and almost every sector of the island depends on tourists in one form or another. Hospitality and tourism instructor Theo Arthur says that the course offered is very beneficial because it teaches students discipline, manners, and how to interact with others. He says that customer service is so important because it brings financial benefits to the businesses on the island.
In fact, we teach what we call our ABCD here at 8 Mile High School, which is above and beyond the call of duty. And with that, it prepares the students to get into the industry, and not only the fact that hospitality industry or just everyday life in general, because they come in contact with so much different people, and even as simple as ordering from a fast food restaurant, with them knowing what is great customer service, then they tend to point out what is the bad customer service.
In order to teach this good service, he believes that Bahama House should be implemented in every school on every island.
Being there and seeing the new things that the students know, even within culture or within the customer service module that they teach there, it opens up every person's eye, every student's eye to know that, wow, I was doing this wrong for so long. So I think Bahama House should be implemented in every workplace, every school, wherever we can get it in. Bahama House is needed. Once every Bahamian knows exactly what customer service is, our tourism market, our tourism product should be able to exceed the numbers that we're at now.
Arthur says that poor quality service can have a negative impact on the local business market and our tourism product.
Even now, when you have guests come in and, some locals might not show them a good attitude, then it tends to reflect because they take that information back to their friends and their friends. But also, when you go to restaurants as Bahamians, you notice that we have a different type of customer service towards locals than we would towards a guest coming in. So if we don't get it together now, we're going to lose our local market, which is our domestic market, and we're going to lose our international market.
We must provide consistent, exceptional service from all walks of life, including service between our locals. Everyone must accept that the customer is number one, and the sobering reality is, for the Bahamas, quality service is not a choice, it is an imperative. For ZNS On Campus Report, I am Vashti Charlton.
Very good job. Well, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas Northern Service is pushing the message of healthy lifestyles. The campaign kicks into high gear March 1st and wraps up on the 31st with the annual Fun Run Walk beginning at the Harold Gregory Complex. Coordinator of the campaign, Judith Dawkins, says this year will feature lots of interesting topics on both radio and television.
We're going to have a series of health talk shows on radio and television. They're going to be exciting, so I will ask everyone to tune in Monday through Thursday on 8:10 a.m., 104.5 FM at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we're going to have our annual Healthy Lifestyles Fun Run Walk on March 29th, starting at 6 a.m. So we invite the general public to participate in that. Entry forms are available at ZNS. We're going to have the health screenings in the canteen every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here in the Harold Gregory Complex in the canteen. So we invite everybody to come in. It's free. We're going to do blood pressure checks, diabetes check, weigh-ins, and body mass index.
Well, part proceeds from Race Day funds will be donated to the Salvation Army. Captain Roger Compton says a lot of new items are on the lineup for the organization, including the expansion of the building for after-school activities for students in the area. He says he is grateful to ZNS for considering the Salvation Army.
But this year we would like to enclose make it a safe place for even others that could come and walk. There's a lot of property behind us. You'll see us fencing in the property and making it a safe place for people to get active. You'll see us try to build, and we will build, a baseball field for the boys and for the school next door to even use if they would like. And our future might not happen this year, but would be a nice playground to go to complete outside.
Well, this Valentine's weekend, a local church is going all out to promote healthy marriages and relationships. Pastor of New Life Community Church, Cedric Beckel, says while the nation is focused on crime, the economy, and unemployment, we cannot lose sight of the deterioration of the family structure. The church, he says, has decided to organize a seminar with the family in mind.
Of the aggressiveness that's in homes that sometimes is not recorded. We have in homes we're still dealing with the mindset of me first, and we have the view that one of the reasons we have the marital situations we have in our country is because we focus very little on training for relationships. Relationships require a lot of emotional and intellectual energy, a lot of human spirit energy, and they're taxing. And many of us are not equipped to deal with the disappointments, the challenges, the headaches, and that's what we hope to do in our Art of Marriage seminar.
The seminar that opens at the church on Friday night is designed not just for those who are married. The local pastor says they want to attract singles with the hope of building strong families in the future.
We can expose those that are not married to some of the challenges of marriage firsthand, and in a controlled environment, we can possibly help them prevent some of the same mistakes or minimize some of those same challenges that they themselves may encounter as they move forward in marriage. And as you know, in the Bahamas, we do not spend much time on coaching relationally. We spend all of our training on academics. But yet, in all of our relationships, it's that the absence of relationship skills that's killing our society. The family is by far the most fundamental unit in any community, any society, any nation, and one of the deteriorating factors in the Bahamas.
Well, this evening, as we continue the countdown to Valentine's Day, we will take a look at Renew Spa as a possible stress reliever on the big day.
Relax, unwind, and renew.
And that's exactly what you'll do at Renew Day Spa, located at the Millennium House. From the moment you enter, you are welcomed into a relaxed atmosphere that will soothe your mind and wipe away your worries. According to proprietor Crystal Smith, this Valentine's Day, their aim is to reignite their clients' passion by using the passion fruit.
For the ladies and for the guys, if they want to treat themselves to something new, something exciting, something that they won't forget, we have the passion fruit peptide facial, we have the passion guava manicure pedicure, we have a passion fruit seed oil hair treatment, and we also have a passion fruit aromatherapy. We have couples Reiki, where they can practice Reiki. Reiki is a service where they focus on positive energy movement. So if anybody's stressed and they just need that day to love themselves, that's also a good idea.
From a hot stone massage that will quickly relieve stress and melt away anxiety to a relaxing back rub, Smith says their intimate setting and a full spa service will give couples a Valentine's to remember.
It's special because they can de-stress and they could actually have some quality time together. It's romantic, it's seclusive, it's intimate, and you just can't go wrong with making yourself feel good. It's also wellness and it's good for the body. So a spa service should be right up there when they think about purchasing a Valentine's gift or a gift card.
But Renew Day Spa offers so much more. The proprietor adds that they offer an array of services, which include manicures and pedicures, a hair salon, and specialized facials. She says anyone can enjoy a day of relaxation at an affordable price.
Our gift certificates always start as low as $5, $10. Most of the Valentine passion fruit treatments start around about, I think, $35. So I think it's very affordable for everybody in Freeport.
And before you leave, she says customers can purchase candles and other Valentine goodies so you can continue to unwind even after your visit with Renew Day Spa.
I'm breathing fine. You're crazy.
Next with a check on sports.
Hey everybody, welcome to sports. I'm Megan Shepard. The IAAF Bahamas World Relays is only weeks away, May 24th and 25th at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium in New Providence. The high school relays is a part of the event, and the message of the relays was centered around Abaco today. Ricardo Lightbourne has the story.
The IAAF Bahamas World Relays campaign moved north in Abaco, and it started at the Treasure Key Resort. Stephen Kapler, the manager at Treasure Key, welcomed Olympian Pauline Davis-Thompson to the property and also showed that this is the place to be when you're looking at sports and entertainment. Also from there, it was up to the S.E. Boodle High School, where the students at the high school here in North Abaco welcomed Pauline Davis and a message to come to New Providence for the relays, compete, and become champions.
The color of Abaco is purple. That's the color you're going to be wearing. Purple, yes. And Also, we're going to have on May 9th and 10th, we're going to have a test event in Nassau for all the high schools throughout the length and breadth of these Bahama Islands. And the top 8 team from the test event, May 9th and 10th, will be invited back to Nassau May 25th to compete in the IAAF World Relays.
The ceremonial baton also made its way to the S.C. Brudel High School, and the importance of participation. It is the lignum vitae, the tree of life, as Pauline says, that makes this such a special occasion.
And at the end of this, I want every one of you to put your love all over this baton. Because when we give this baton to President Lamine Diak of the IAAF, we're going to want him to know that it's nothing but Bahamian love all over this baton. And he'll take it back and he'll put this in the IAAF, in the museum, for the world to see.
And there you have it. S.C. Brudel High School will be competing in the test relays and also in the world relays in the high school division. These young people are very confident. In Abaco, Ricardo Lightborn, ZNS Total Sports.
High school basketball play in the Derek and Nesbitt Ritchie Adderley League. Tabernacle under 17 boys down Lucayan International 41-13. St. George's put away Catholic High 23-14. Jack Hayward with 30. Grand Bahama Academy 25. Scores in from the Bimini Basketball Association. The Landscapers defeated Bimini Sands 47-43. Shantron Sands with 17 points to pace the Landscapers. Johnny Smith had 20 points in the loss. The IT Web Techs down Bimini Marlins 61-47. Cordero Carter scored 17 points for Web Techs. Angelo Roll had 13 in the loss. And that's going to do it for sports tonight.